Welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome the president of the Disneyland Resort, Michael Colblazer.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate Disneyland's 60th birthday. The inspired speech you just heard was delivered by Walt Disney himself on July 17, 1955. Walt created Disneyland as a place where parents and children could spend time together. He wanted family and friends to come to this happy place to make memories that would last a lifetime. And as we celebrate the legacy of Walt Disney and the history of the Disneyland Resort, it is fitting to reflect on the amazing amount of thought, energy, creativity, and care that Walt and his team put into creating the happiest place on earth. Now, some of the members of the team that helped Walt create and open Disneyland back in 1955 are here today. And with all of you, I'd like to thank and recognize them for all that they've done. So, first, I'd like to welcome members of the Disney family. You are an enormous part of the legacy of the Disneyland Resort, and your presence here today makes this day very special for us. Thank you for being here. Second, please join me in recognizing several of the cast members and Imagineers who created and opened Disneyland in 1955. Walt said that it took people to make his dream a reality, and without each of you, we would not be standing here today. Thank you for all you've done for us. 1955 was not only a special year for all of us, it was also the year that ABC started airing the Mickey Mouse Club. The now world-famous Mouseketeers helped open the park 60 years ago, and several of them are here with us today. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us. Finally, there are several Disney legends gathered here this morning. Your roles at Disney span across the stage, the screen, and of course our parks. And your contributions to our company and to Disney fans around the world and right here today are legendary. I'm thrilled to have you join us here today. Would you please stand? Walt knew that for Disneyland to truly be the happiest place on earth, it would need certain qualities. He knew that Disneyland had to immerse guests in their favorite stories. And he knew that Disneyland had to offer unique experiences that couldn't be found anywhere else in the world. He knew Disneyland had to be a living thing. It had to grow and change and evolve over time. Ultimately, Walt knew that Disneyland had to have a heart, a soul, and a purpose. Disneyland's purpose is to create happiness, but its heart and its soul come from people, our guests, our cast members, and the people in the community who live around us. And over the years, in addition to creating happiness that we've done in our parks, we've continued Walt's legacy of giving back to our community. For our Diamond Celebration, we've added a brilliant new nighttime parade. We've added, it's fabulous. We've added an entirely new world of color, and we've added our greatest fireworks show yet, which is truly great. But the Diamond Celebration wouldn't be complete without also giving a gift back to our community, which is why, in addition to the many community programs that we already support in Anaheim and Orange County, we are adding one more magical donation. In honor of our Diamond Celebration, I am proud to announce the $1 Million Dazzle. Every month throughout our celebration, we're going to surprise local organizations with grants adding up to a total of $1 million. These grants will help local agencies enrich the lives of children and families and inspire them to build a brighter future. This morning, we had the pleasure of awarding our first donation to the Girl Scouts of Orange County, who are right here in the audience. And we are looking forward to awarding other deserving organizations throughout our celebration. Thank you, Allie and Jessica, for your help. Giving back to the community is one part of Walt's legacy that has continued throughout the years. And of course, Walt's presence continues here in many ways. One of the most powerful pieces of his legacy was his enduring love of music. Walt knew that music was the key to establishing true emotional connections with our guests. And we've all experienced this. If you've ever hummed "It's a Pirate's Life for Me," if you've ever hitched a ride with our grim grinning ghost, or if you've remembered that it is indeed a small world after all, then you have felt the power of song. Today, in honor of our 60th birthday, and as a very special thank you to Walt, we have two very special guests helping us celebrate with song. Handpicked by Walt Disney himself, the first has created unforgettable songs for Disney movies, shows, and theme parks for more than half a century, while the second is a world-renowned singer and a star who has brought one of our most beloved Disney characters to life on Broadway. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Disney legend and songwriter Richard Sherman and Broadway's Mary Poppins, Ashley Brown.
Thank you so much, Michael, for those kind words. And to Richard, where to begin with Richard Sherman? My goodness, I think I should begin with thanking you and Robert for all of the amazing music that you created for all of us. As a little girl, it was your music and Disney that came into my heart and made me want to pursue music and to pursue a life on Broadway. And I know I wouldn't be standing here in this moment if it wasn't for what you created. So please a round of applause for Richard Sherman.
There's so many people to thank when you're standing up here in this position, but the one person above all whom I love to thank so much is Walt Disney himself. He was, Walt Disney was a man that gave my brother Bob and myself a career. And I'll tell you how this all happened. We were writing a few songs for his projects. He liked everything we were doing. And one day he handed us a book and he said, read this and tell me what you think. And it was a book by a lady by the name of Pamela Travers. You might have heard of the book, Mary Poppins. Now, we read Mary Poppins and we said, there's such a treasure trove of ideas in here, but there's one that really struck us. It was this old lady who sold breadcrumbs. And he said, this could be symbolic of what this story could be, because it doesn't take very much to give love and kindness. It doesn't take tuppence, that's 2 pennies in English language. To make a long story short, we wrote a song called Tuppence a Bag. And when we played it for Walt for the first time, he listened to it very intently and he said, play that bird lady thing again. So he played it a second time and he said, you know, that's what it's all about. How do you fellas like to work here? And we said, we'd love to work for you. And that was the day he signed us as his staff songwriters. And so here I am today thanking Walt Disney. And I can't think of a better way to thank Walt Disney than to have the wonderful Ashley Brown singing his favorite song. And this is a song that I just sing for him on Fridays. Sometimes he'd call us into his office and say, play it. And I knew what he wanted, and I played the song for him. And here you're going to hear it, and it's especially for Walt.
Each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes in her own special way. The birds tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries, while overhead the birds fill the skies. Yes, though her words are simple and few, listen, listen, she's calling to you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a tuppence a
Richard and Ashley, I truly cannot imagine a better way to say thank you to Walt Disney than with the song that the two of you just shared. Thank you. Now, as many of you know, we have a tradition here at Disneyland of singing Happy Birthday on July 17th. Richard and Ashley, would you mind leading us today?
Of course, we would love to. But please, everyone, help us out in singing Disneyland Happy Birthday!
Thank you, Richard, and thank you, Ashley, for making this a very special 60th birthday. And to all of our guests, thank you for being with us. As Walt said, Disneyland is your land. Please enjoy the rest of your visit on today's 60th anniversary of the Disneyland Resort. Have fun today, everyone.